Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're making the ultimate, the final, the definitive Street Fighter 6 Season 1 tier list. We're going to be taking a look at all the characters here except Akuma, of course. My man is Season 2. We're not talking about him yet. And we're going to take a look at all of these with the new changes with the Ed patch. And we're going to be talking about who's the best, who's the worst, and, you know, placing the characters in order. Now, if in case you're new here and don't know about me, I have a lot of experience in this field. I've competed in many tournaments such as the Capcom Pro Tour, been to the top 8. I still compete. I know which characters are good or not, and a lot of you people, I don't know why I said it like that, are in lower ranks, so a lot of you might have a different perception of who the best character is based on gimmicks that you don't know how to deal with yet. That's fine, that's okay, but just keep in mind that your opinion may be different for that reason, and if you're high level and disagree with my opinions, then you're wrong and you should feel bad about it.
You should kill yourself now.
Anyways, let's get straight into this. So Ryu, we're gonna leave him to last because I want to see what the other characters are doing. So Luke, I don't even have to say anything, right? Or do I? Luke, you're definitely S tier. You're just broken. You're just insane. Everything about you is perfect. Insane damage, low drive gauge spin. You also have good corner carry. Your blends are insane. Your target combos are very useful. Every blend you have pushes you forward, so you have insane reach. Do I have to say more? I think you guys agree. Chun-Li, very interesting character. I'll put her in S for now. We might play around with this later. I don't actually have a lot of experience in this matchup because I rarely do get it ever in ranked or anything. But I know that she's very good and she's been competing in tournaments a lot. Of course, not as much as Luke. This guy has been in every single tournament and dominating it like there's no tomorrow. It's actually kind of crazy. I think in Evo Japan there's 5 Lukes, so yeah. Jamie, I think with the new drink on the throw, I can give him a solid B for now. I don't know, maybe A. I'll play around with this later. He's definitely better now. It's also not a matchup that I like. I think it's 5-5 or maybe slightly in Jamie's favor. I don't know. It's fine, but I just don't like this matchup. Forget the matchups now. This guy is really annoying. Have you ever played a Jamie with no sweeps? Like this, I've never seen a Jamie player that doesn't sweep or throw palm randomly. Maybe that's his playstyle. Guile, yeah, you too. You can go to S tier. Now, I don't know who's better than who yet. We're gonna have to play around with this. But Guile is very strong. I think he's much stronger than his Street Fighter 5 version. He has very little weaknesses. He's good anti-airs, he can do cross cuts, has the best fireballs in the game with 0 recovery. You cannot punish it like perfect parry, drive rush punish, so this guy is crazy. I also really do struggle playing against him, much more in 6 in comparison to 5. He has good damage, he has great fireballs. His blade, like he has 2-hit fireballs that are fast or slow, so this guy is perfect. Kimberly. Put her in B as well, but I think she's better than Jamie. I know not a lot of people play her, but because of how random she is, she's kind of harder to deal with than Jamie. Juri, I'll put you in S tier as well. You're gonna see a lot of characters in S tier. Juri, do I have to say that Juri won Capcom Cup? That's just a really basic example. She has such a fast drive rush, her buttons are great. She's just hard to deal with. Her level 2 install super is just amazing. With Ryu, I think this is an okay matchup in comparison to these deadly guys. But yeah, I think this is a nice order. Maybe something like that. I'll play around with this more as we go. Dalsum, I think you're A tier. Again, Ryu has a lot of bad matchups now that I think about it. But Dalsum is a strong character, and he can compete. Really annoying to deal with, but I don't think he's as good as these guys. Like, I mean, like being tournament worthy and winning. Maybe I'll push him upwards after I put the other people, but I think A is a good place for for Dulcim. I think Honda is like also B tier. Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like I don't know if Jamie or Honda is better. Like Honda is just a really random character. I don't think he's strong, honestly. I think he's okay, but yeah, I think B is a safe place to place him. Ken, welcome to the gang. I think you're somewhere around here. Again, five Kens in Evo Japan, as well as Luke. So these guys have also been dominating the tournament space for so long. These guys just Luke and Ken, but I can easily say that Luke is better than Ken. Ken does much less damage. He has great corner carry. He has the best back throw in the game. He has a lot of you know the Jinrai and Dragon Lash gimmicks exist. So he's strong, and he has a lot of his buttons are great, honestly. So he's definitely S tier, and I think this order makes sense. Blanca is also S tier. You're gonna be really shocked with what's gonna be happening here, and I actually am having trouble where to put him because you've seen Mena RD play Blanca, and he also plays Luke. And I think if you're the best player in the world right now, I think he is, you would pick the best characters in the game, right? Luke and Blanca are just really strong characters. Yes, he picks Blanca for certain matchups and whatnot, but I think Blanca is really solid. And I'm not sure. I feel like his level 2 super is just insane with the Blanca-chan doll mix-ups. I think this is a fair lineup of where he stands. I really do. This is fair. DJ, welcome to the S tier gang. I will say, I don't know, maybe somewhere here. I think this is fair. DJ is really strong, fastest drive rush ever. You can just not interrupt it. He has insane damage. He has really good damage. Good anti-airs. He has goofy things. What was that thing where he has like a dive kick with the anti? I don't know what it's called. He's just really solid. Like DJ's just a really solid character, and he's also annoying to deal with. I'm sorry, Manon. I'm just gonna have to put you here. Maybe D. Just for now, I guess. You're really bad, Manon. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know why anyone would play you. I think you're by far, out of all the characters in the game, the most boring character to ever exist. I think she has the most dull playstyle ever. Maybe besides Luke, because Luke is just the same 2 combos over and over, and he's just really messed up and broken. But yeah, Manon is just super boring, and there's nothing really I can say about her that's good. Marissa, I'll put her in A tier, somewhere here, maybe here or there. I think that's fair. JP, welcome JP. With the nerfs that he got, we were keeping that in mind with the ed patch. I would put him somewhere here. Not to say that Ken is bad, by the way. This order, take it with a grain of salt. We're just saying that these guys are S tier, and I think Luke and Blanca are really good, and JP and Jury are also, like, you see there's so many good characters in this game that it's hard to decide which is first and which is not. So don't really focus on the order, just focus on the idea of these guys are just amazing. And yeah, JP is in there. Oh my god, of course we get to Cammy. Wow, you're also up there. Wow, this is insane. I don't know. Wow, I don't know if Cammy or Jury is better. I actually cannot tell. I don't know. Oh wow, this is gonna be tough. Cammy, I hate her dive kicks to death. By far, maybe the most thing I hate in the world, besides sweating in the summer. It's just really bad. Like I hate playing with her. I hate her anti-fireball. What is it called? Hooligan spin knuckle thing. I don't know what it's called, but she's just really annoying, and you cannot anti-air her at all. Like, she's just messed up. And if you were curious about the Ryu matchups, Jury's much easier to deal with than Cammy. But if we're talking about in general, you know, as a character, maybe Jury's better. She has less bad matchups, maybe. But these guys are very strong, and JP is also there. Don't think that JP, you know, he's missing out on being first place or anything. Like, everyone's really good here. You can't really decide who's the best. You really can't. Lily, I hate you to death. You're just the... After Manon, you're by far the most boring character in the game. And I think you're not that bad. People really do underrate her. She doesn't have anything bad. She has really good reaching buttons. She has plus frames for free all the time. She gets straight up in your face with mix-ups, command grab, not command grab with her Condor Spire. She's just super annoying. She has a lot of plus frames. She has good reaching buttons that are hard to deal with. What's her weakness? I think people, oh my god, please buff Lily, Why? She's fine. She does not have to get buffs, and if she does, you guys are gonna regret it, trust me. I think A is a safe place. I think this is good. Lower than that, I think, is too much. People really do like to underrate Lily. Did you not, like, did you play against good Lily players? You can not get in at all. It's just so annoying. Zangief, I'm sorry, my man. I'm gonna have to place you somewhere here. I think this is where you belong. D tier exists for Manon, I think. I think that's a really fair assessment. Rashid, maybe somewhere here, I guess. And Guile is not that far away. What? Like, I feel like we shouldn't underrate Guile either. Like, Chun-Li I also don't know much about, so I feel like that's okay. But Aki, so this character is really weird. She got buffs in the new patch coming with Akuma that are supposed to be good for her, you know, more combo potential. I feel like she has a lot of potential in general. I feel like she's not a bad character. She's definitely nowhere near these guys, but I don't think she's either B or A tier. Like, is no way Lily is better than Aki. I don't know. These guys, I don't know. Even Kimberly, I feel like B is kind of low. Am I crazy? I don't know. It's always hard. It's always hard to think about something like this. You don't want to put a character too low or too high, you know? That's always something I have to think about. I think right now as she stands, she can be high B tier or just A tier. I'll put her somewhere here. I think this is fine. Okay, Ed. So this is gonna be the toughest one to place because he is the one with the least playtime and showcase across tournaments and whatnot. Like, you don't see Ed right now that much because the season ended. There are not many tournaments right now, and we don't know exactly how strong he is. I should like probably create a tier and just put Ed at the bottom because I just don't know. But for the fun sake of it, I'll just put Ed somewhere here. I think he has potential. Maybe A tier, maybe higher. I don't know much about him, and I think for everyone, it's fair to say that Ed is just an unexplored character in tournaments yet. We don't know how good he is yet. And now, finally, my man Ryu. I'm sure a lot of you have been curious as to where he stands after all these, you know, after the Ed patch, the new the Hashogek buff. Where does he stand? Where do you guys think? Before I put him, I'm gonna ask you guys in the comments, where do you think Ryu belongs? And keep in mind, of course, high level Street Fighter. How does he compare to the best characters? And how does he perform in tournaments? That kind of thing. And for me, Ryu, after the new Hashogek changes, I think he's a solid character. I think I could put him in A tier, somewhere here. Maybe a little bit higher after the new patch comes out and Ryu can choose whether to spend Dungeon Charge or not. I think A tier is just fair. He could be higher than Marissa or Dalsum. I think that's fair, but I don't think he's just that great. Recently, it's been way better. Honestly, I'll tell you this: before the Ed patch, Ryu was just garbage tier. I think if before the Ed patch, I'd place him like a B tier somewhere here. No joke. But after the patch, it really did help. It gave me new setups, new ways to use Hashogek. So I think A is a fair place. I don't think he compares to these guys though. Now that we have placed all the characters, it's time to play around with what we have and just see if what we placed makes sense. And now that I look at it and try to assess it myself, I think, yeah, I just didn't pay attention. He is definitely better than Lily for sure. I don't know where he stands. Again, I should have probably just made a tier for Ed and just placed him by himself because we don't know how good he is yet. But I think he's kind of solid. I think he has potential again. I'll place him somewhere here. We never know. I'm not saying that Ed is better than Aki. We just don't know exactly. Ryu, I kind of feel like playing around with him again. Yes, he is much better after the Ed patch, and I said he was garbage before. Would that mean that he's better than Dalsum or Marissa? I feel like now that I like try to think about it, I don't want to be the Ryu down player, and I've really been playing Ryu for such a long time that I know what makes him good or not. And after I look at it, I don't know exactly where he stands, but I think it's fair to play him maybe better than the rest here. I think, yeah, with the new buffs, I think he's good. I think he's high A tier. That's solid. You can't tell me I'm wrong. I think this is a good placement for him, and we'll see how high he gets with with the new patch. And Chun-Li, I know I said she's S tier and she's amazing and whatnot, but does she get as much representation in comparison to DJ and Rashid and Guile and the rest of these characters? I don't know. Maybe I'll place her like this. Maybe that's more... I feel like that makes more sense. I don't know. Am I making a big mistake here? Oh my god, Chun-Li is... even though I really do think she's also S tier. You see, making a tier list is just so hard because it's very opinionated. Not just opinions, but also because there's so many good characters, you can't tell, yes, this guy is better than this guy. Like, there's no right or wrong answer. But of course, there are some common answers that you will see in a lot of tier lists. Yeah, no, we should not put her that low. And I think I don't know about the placement exactly. She's not the worst of all of these characters. She's been in a lot of... Yeah, she's had a lot of representation. I feel like maybe Guile should be a little bit lower. Like, he's strong, but he's not as crazy as the other ones again. So... And Rashid is pretty crazy too. So far I'm saying Luke is just messed up, as well as Blanca, Juri, Cammy. JP would have been like my third pick before the patch, but we've seen so many JP players. Like the JP army just disappeared after this patch, no joke. And it's gonna continue to go downhill, I can guarantee you that. With further tinkering, I think that Jamie's not that bad. I think he's not that bad. At first, when the game came out, yes, it's hard for him to get drinks in certain matchups. That's what the Jamie mains say. I don't think he's that bad though. I feel like this is fair, and I think this is okay. It doesn't mean Kimberly's bad. It's just that I don't know where to place her. Literally, I've like seen a total of 2 Kimberly players online ever. Yeah, this is one of the least common characters that I find, as well as Manon. And now that I think of it, the reason why I put Jamie over Honda is that if you know how to deal with the Honda gimmicks, he's kind of pointless to play with. But with Jamie, there's more things to do, and his dive kick, while it may have a lot of hurt box, if you saw my latest video where I was playing against the Jamie, my anti-airs were not working against Jamie at all. And he was reminding me of Cammy for a little bit, even though Cammy's dive kicks, of course, they're way better. But this guy has a different situation. I try to use crouching heavy punch, it doesn't work. because I get hit out of it. And when I do DP, of course, they can bait it with a dive kick that goes lower. So I think for usability and with the future patches, I think this makes more sense. Because I don't think Honda's very usable right now. And with Kimberly, I honestly don't. I just have no clue. I really don't know where to place her. Like, I feel like it would be okay if I place her here. I think that's fine, but I just don't know if I should. I feel like technically her mix-ups and her stuff could be better than whatever Jamie has, and I could just put her here, or I could just put her here. It's all hard to say. I think this is a fair tier list though. And yeah, what do you guys think? Where would you place any of these characters? What do you think of Luke? What do you think of Ken? Who do you want to see nerfed in the next patch? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys in the next one.